Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Amazons.
Welcome to the Amazons. Today we have another interesting topic on the show. My name is Aisha Falude, and my co-anchor, my co-presenter, the delectable and beautiful Bimbo Thomas.
Hello, Thank you, Aisha. You look very elegant.
Thank you. You look beautiful yourself. Today we are talking girls hanging out, girls hangouts. Africa has its set norms, culture, and traditions. It is still a male-dominated society where men have all the rights, basically. Rights to hang out, right to go have a drink with friends, right to relieve stress.
Do women not also deserve a girl's night out?
If you went into a bar as a man and you saw a group of women having a drink, or just generally sitting down, chatting and having fun, will you consider it classy or tacky? This is what we are discussing today on Amazons. Girls Hangout, classy or tacky? We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to the program. Tonight on the show, we are discussing girls only hangouts. Men, they hang out with friends, they go have a drink, they go clubbing, they go on a night out. They just know how to distress themselves by, these social activities. But when we see women also want to, hang out with your friends, you just want to go out, go and have dinner, go and have a drink, maybe go on a night out as well. Our roles and responsibilities as women has been, so stereotyped that anything outside what they perceive as the norm becomes, is seen as not so womanly or not so girly.
I feel that it's in this part of the world that is feel that when ladies decide to go out and just hang out and have fun, that they term it to be something else. But really, we do work as hard as, when men work, even if not twice as hard. So why don't we deserve the right to have, girls hang out, at least talk over, ease of tension of the house, all the house chores that we attend to, how to take care of our men and all of these things, and just ease of tension just the way men do it from, after work. Why don't we deserve the right to do that?
That's a very, you just read very, very valid points now. The woman is hardworking. The woman also has the responsibility to have fun, with her own kind, in her own space, no holds barred fun, go and have good time drinking,
Just unwind,
just
generally.
unwind. Because truly and honestly, the woman today is a corporate woman. The woman that is not corporate has something else that she is doing to also keep the home together. That is our program today on Amazons, where we'll be looking at girls only hangout. Do women not deserve the right of space alone? Do women not deserve the right to hang out with their kind? Do women not deserve the right to go and, have a drink? Do women not deserve the right to go on a night out with their own kind? And also just gist, as they say, or whatever makes them happy. This is what we are discussing today on the Amazons. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to the Amazons. We are talking all girls' night out. Is it tacky? Is it classy? Is it appropriate? Why do some people disagree with it? Why do some people think women also have the right to hang out as much as the men? And we have two guests joining us. Oluwa Toyosi Agbaje is a legal practitioner. Welcome to the program, Toyosi.
Thank you. Welcome.
And we have Romeo Eyo. Romeo is an entrepreneur. Romeo, I'd like to hear from you first, because you guys just think that it's a man's world. We deserve the right. In fact, it is our right, It is what we want that we get. We can hang out, we can go have a drink, we can go clubbing, we can, do whatever it is that catches our fancy at any point in time. Why can't the women do the same?
I will say it all depends on why the women are going to hang out. But I know for men, when we go out to have a drink, we want to hang out, spend some time together, usually discuss things that will benefit us. Like most times we talk about sports, and then we talk about, business, and sometimes we talk about our home. We talk about our home, we talk about a lot of things. And we also discuss women as well. We discuss our wives, we discuss our girlfriends and stuff. But the truth is, when you talk about ladies hanging out, I have a problem with that. And then, which is when ladies hang out, they discuss a lot, though. But one of the things is, I find it, when they discuss, they talk about their marriage. They talk about their husband. They talk about their boyfriend.
I'm sorry to really interfere now. I'm sorry to cut you. And I see that Toyosi has something to say to that.
Yes, I do.
Like you really disagree something.
Yes, I disagree.
Okay, so can you say your...
Okay. I think women hanging out is not something that is common in our society. Being Africans, we believe a woman should stay at home, just take care of the children, walk home. But the society is changing, and there are some new concepts that are coming up. If a woman can go to work, she's working, she deserves the same kind of hangout like every other man will have. And I disagree with him that when women hang out, it's just about things that are not relevant. Women talk about things that are relevant as well.
Much more than the men.
Much more than the men, yes. We talk about our family. We even talk about business as well. So it's not just coming to gossip or admire a man that is passing.
Generally, even how to better our lives, you know.
Exactly. So I disagree with him on that.
Okay, so
go ahead, sorry.
I'm going to ask you this, Romeo. Who is a traditionalist male? Or do you consider yourself as a traditionalist?
Well,
when it comes to saying that you don't expect a woman to hang out.
Yeah, in a way, I would say yes. Because if we look at it right from the days of our forefather, we have a better home than what we have today. If you look at the Western world, that we are also trying to imbibe into, But the thing is, if you look at them, they are married today, they break up, they have another marriage tomorrow, they break up, they have another one next tomorrow. And you find out that most of the time when these things happen, they have a place where they sit down and round table to discuss as women. They have that discussion. But in the days of our forefather, I know that here, in like my grandfather and my grandma, my grandma was actually married to my grandfather by his own father. And then most of the time, my grandma does not really go out to do all this women hangout and all that. I think that's one of the reasons why she had a wonderful marriage with my grandfather.
See, Romeo, I want to come in here. Toyosi told you, when you first started, you said the reason why women hang out is because they go there, you men talk about things that are serious, they just discuss among themselves. Women will go out and not discuss serious things. Women will go out for frivolities. That is absolutely wrong. You are here again talking about your grandma. What century are we in? For God's sake, we are in a century that is modern. We are in a century that is social media driven. We are in a century that has evolved. I mean, are you stuck in the things that your grandfather used to do? I don't mean that to be disrespectful.
No, it's okay,
I'm just being factual.
That
we need to let go of these set norms, being traditionalist, being, culturally stuck in the past. The point is that when women go out together, they make themselves stronger. When women go out together, they discuss things that are more relevant to the family, to how they can, excel in whatever they do, much more than the men, I beg to say. Men are, you know, they have what you call some certain habits. The habit of, when we say we are going out to have a drink, it doesn't have to be necessarily alcohol. And if it has to be alcohol, by whatever means, everything that we do must be, you know, whether man or woman, must be in moderation. So for a man to think that when my wife goes out, it is a threat to my marriage, that is a man that is not confident in the marriage to start with. That is a man that that has trust issues with the wife. It is completely different from a man who is confident, who trusts the wife, that my wife can go out. When you travel, are you with your wife 24 hours a day? You must have a home that when you are not there, you know what your wife is also. The same way the wife can vouch for the husband is the same way the wife expects the husband to vouch for her character.
Okay. Sorry, please, can I say this?
Please.
There's one thing I believe, that the only constant thing in life is change. Right. When you put yourself in a circle of bad eggs, they are meant to corrupt that mind that is good. I believe that where we hang out also matters. Where they hang out also matters as women. I can't say my wife will go to the club or go hang out in the night. Why would my wife go hang out in the night? And then who's going to be taking care of the kids when my wife is out to hang out with her friends?
Yeah.
I'll be taking care of the kids.
Yes, they're the kids too.
And then my wife will be outside late at night doing what?
When you go and do the same thing, who takes care of the kids at home?
Okay,
Exactly.
okay, now we're talking.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Also.
Okay, now we're talking, because I won't go out late in the, if I want to go hang out late in the night, I'd rather go with my wife.
Seriously, do you, how, you know, I take it that you're married, and then your day is, give us a picture of your day, what you do, and, you know, your 9 to till the time that you go to bed. How is your day like?
Okay, morning, we do school runs, wake up. For me, I have a maid that assists me as well. My husband does the school runs, like he drops the children at school and picks the children up as well. Then we plan, okay, I'm going here, I'm going there, to certain, we plan our time, and we look, because living in Lagos, we can't predict traffic-wise and every other thing. So we plan, and we use our phones like SMS, WhatsApp, and every other means to get in touch. So we plan our timing and every other thing we have to do. So I feel the thing is about understanding. That's the first step to go, understanding. If you have understanding and there's a synergy, I don't think there's going to be a problem, and communicating every step of the way. And for me, I think the perception about women not hanging out is just something that's been there for a long time. So it's a two-way thing. It's not just about the women alone. So I think it's about balance. And whatever she says, I don't think it matters. It's just you have your partner, you're dealing with your partner. So I don't think whatever your partner says should matter.
So that's just it. So thank you so much, Toyosi Agbaji, for being on the program. And of course, Romeo, thank you so much. Wish you luck with your girlfriend. Thank you. So you are still watching the Amazons, where we are talking girls only hangout, classy or tacky. Welcome back to the Amazons. Today on the show we are discussing girls only hangout. Is it classy? Is it tacky? Should it be encouraged? Is it, is it responsible for women to hang out all by themselves, you know, and relieve stress and just rejuvenate themselves, you know, take a break from all the hustle and bustle around her? We have joining us another guest, Helen Sosu Ezerim, is a poet. Helen, welcome to the Amazons. So I just ask you straight on, do you subscribe to Girls Only Hangout?
Let me start with this. Girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Don't worry, I won't end my day job, but at least I was singing it. I mean, we need it. We absolutely need it. It's just necessary for us, for our sanity, for for our men to even enjoy us better. We actually need it. I subscribe to it.
So, can I just ask you that, would you advise, or where and how, in moderacy, would you advise a woman to hang out with his friend, with a friend?
Where? What?
Where? How? You know?
Okay. Well, I would take myself, for example. I am married, and I also hang out with my friends that are married. Some are not, but we all come together and say, you know what, the stress is getting too much. We just need to let off steam, because if you don't let it off this way, you let it off some other way. Perhaps the man will just be any little thing, you are just snapping, shouting, you know. So, where we go to, sometimes we go to eateries, sometimes we go to bars. Like, for example, the karaoke night, we say, okay, no, let's hang out at the karaoke night and we all go and sing. I just sang now some of the things. We go sing, order what we love to drink, what we love to eat, and sometimes we just basically just, you know, log out. No, we don't talk anything about, you know, children, husband. We just, okay, what are we eating? Let's sing, enjoy ourselves, and all of that. And sometimes we're not, you know, women of today. Not women of mothers, or you know, they're even industrious, but they usually just keep, you know, to themselves. But women of today, they want to say, what's the next business? What's the next idea? What's the next big thing? And you discuss it whilst you're eating and drinking and relaxing. So you can hang out anytime you want to hang out, and I think as long as the place is not a strip club, I don't know how some will go down, but you know, but you can hang out at any place that at least is a distant place enough for you to go sit where adults can sit. You go there, enjoy yourself.
Okay, I think the reason why a lot of people are skeptical, or they would not subscribe to guest-only hangouts, is because they believe that hanging out exposes the woman to some kind of distraction, some form of influence, and this may be counterproductive to the relationship. It may be counterproductive to even the family setting. So for such people, you know, for those who would think along this line, what would be the reassurance that you give to such people that, look, this is just what it is. It's an innocent, you know, friendship and friends, you know, just hanging out together and doing what it is that you just said you do now. You sing, you laugh, you compare notes on the projects that you're doing, just like the man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you have trust, first and foremost, you should trust who you have in your home or with you in your relationship, because I don't think a woman will just be easily influenced overnight with just one or two hangouts and just influence. It has to be something that she's somebody like that. If not, you should just trust who she is, because she just wants to ease off some stress. It's probably too much for her, what she's been going through. So letting her out, I think you should encourage. My husband encourages me a lot. He knows my friends. He knows all my friends. So if I tell him, look, we girls are going to do our thing, and I was like, okay, when are you back? Because sometimes you have to also remember, you know, when are you back? I was like, oh, we'll be back by this and this time. So, okay, that's fine. So there's no, sorry, just to confirm here. So I don't see anything that the man should be scared of, except of course he already has some things to be scared of before now. But other than that, he should allow her. In fact, you will get a better wife, a better fiance, a better girlfriend, or you get a better person to deal with, because you know this is a confident woman I have. She can go out and come back, and it's not as if any man can, you know, just easily sway her or ask her or whatever. She's a person.
Yes, I feel that some men that says, oh, I don't want my wife to hang out, is because when they consider the kids at home, who looks after them, will take care of them when you are not around. And probably he also is considering that if I stay at home, my friends are, waiting for me somewhere, we need to hang out. You know, men feel that, you know, on a daily, there is a norm for them to do that, where you stay back at home to take care of the kids and every other thing that involves, you know, the house. So how do you see that?
I think what's happening now, these days in our country, we have a lot of men who are beginning to understand certain things. Like, it's not all the time that the woman has to do everything. You hear a lot of men say, I bathe my kids, I feed them, I go to the kitchen. Those things were not happening in the past. So what's happening now is sometimes the man will say, okay, no problem, I'll stay back for today, you go hang out with your friends, I'll take care of the kids. It might not be what he wants, because running around, especially with their little kids, it might not be funny, but just for her to be okay, you know, enjoy her moments with her friends.
And I think for the men who have reservations about their wives or their girlfriends or partners hanging out, is not so much that they don't want their other half to hang out, to distress, to have fun. Is the place where they go to do that. I, for one, would not be caught in a nightclub. And I do not think, I mean, this is my own personal opinion, I do not think that a woman who is married, who has a husband at home, should be found in such a place. I mean, when you say the club is what it is, what do you do there? All kinds of vices. There, you drink, you smoke, even if you don't do it yourself, you are in the environment. So it is assumed that you are also, you know, into this. So for one, I would not advise any woman. I would not do it. But I'm not condemning those that do it. I'm just saying for some married people who have reservations about girls only hangout, it's not so much about what they do, it's where they go.
I think when of course, like if you're single, that's another thing. But if you're married, all night, doing an all night
outing.
Yeah, that is a bit, I feel, might be, but for some might be okay. But I personally feel doing an all night might be a bit too much without your spouse joining you, maybe, you know, along the line and all that. But other than that, I think you can have your girls' night outs, you know, do your thing and go home.
Thank you so much, Helen Sosa Ezerem. You know, we could go on and on talking about girls' hangouts all by themselves. It depends on what you do with your hangout that makes it classy or tacky. Exactly. You know, that is just the bottom line. For men, you have to be confident in your marriage. You have to give your wife that space to also go and distress herself, to also go and have a laugh, to, you know, just get out of the home. You come back, like Ezerem said, Susa, that you come back with a happier wife. You come back with a wife that will be more loving, you know, a wife that is not bitter.
So the title of the poem is Girls Hangouts. It's short, really.
As you are reading your poem, I will be signing out, but don't mind me, just keep reading.
So it goes like this. You wonder why girls want to hang out. You wonder why they scream it out loud. You wonder why they let their hair down. You wonder why they raise their glasses and shout. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Professor. Have you ever had to deal with little screaming oppressors at home? Have you had to be wife, mother, worker, or even tailor? Yes, we're so close at home. Sir. Guy, please now. This woman needs some break. Too mellow. See, girls hanging out is no threat. Girls hanging out should not make you upset. Girls hang out just to ease off stress. So, girls hanging out.
That has been our program for today. You have been watching the Amazons, Girls Night Hangout, Tacky or Tricky. Helen, go ahead with your point. Never mind me. Amai Shafalo, they will see you again next time.
Right,
go ahead.
Yeah. So, girls hanging out is, how do you say it? A woman's treat.